Wanted, Captain Planet. Looking for a new job that offers travel, space secrets, and a six-figure salary? Well, NASA could be the employer for you. The Space Agency is seeking a Planetary Protection Officer, or PPO for short. For up to $187,000 a year, you'll be expected to avert the organic, constituent, and biological contamination in human and robotic space exploration. Or in other words, defend our little blue planet from risque and dirty alien life. And to stop spacebound humans and robots from polluting planetary ecosystems. Prospective applicants need to be American, science whizzes, and have advanced knowledge of planetary protection. Or more simply, you need to be Iron Man. For those interested, the current PPO is Dr. Catharine Cassie Conley, and on her first day in the job, she was given a pair of Men in Black style sunglasses. And there's nothing secret alien defense agent-ish about all that, right? Right? Don't let YouTube ad bots dictate what TomoNews reports. Support us at patreon.com/TomoNews. Ever wonder what NASA's really up to? Then stick around and find out. NASA finds star system with 7 Earth-like planets. NASA this week unveiled a major discovery of a star system that contains 7 planets similar to Earth. What's exciting is that 3 of them might just be habitable enough to support extraterrestrial life. Using the Spitzer Space Telescope and Earth-based telescopes, NASA scientists have found a star system called TRAPPIST-1, located 40 light-years from Earth. The ultra-compact system contains 7 Earth-like planets, with surface temperatures low enough to support water. 3 of these planets are believed to be in the habitable zone, close to the system's ultra-cool dwarf star. These planets take 6, 9, and 12 days, respectively, to orbit the dwarf star. Scientists believe their Earth-like planetary compositions may not only support water, but maybe even life. NASA calculations reckon that all the newly discovered planets have a rocky surface, but the space agency says more investigation is needed to determine if any of them contain water. In 2018, NASA will launch the James Webb Space Telescope, and will use this for further research into the TRAPPIST-1 system. This telescope can reportedly pinpoint water, methane, oxygen, ozone, and other elements of a planet's atmosphere. The TRAPPIST-1 system is located 235 trillion miles from our solar system, which means if you wanted to catch a flight there, the journey would take about 44 million years. So, still faster than a Spirit Airlines flight. Even in space, you have to eat your greens. NASA hopes its astronauts will be able to keep up their veggie intake on future missions to the Moon or Mars, thanks to a greenhouse project it's working on with the University of Arizona. The prototype Lunar greenhouse is cylindrical, measuring 18 feet in length and more than 8 feet in diameter. The garden uses a hydroponic system, in which water enriched with nutrient salts flows continuously through the roots of the plants. Carbon dioxide exhaled by astronauts can be absorbed by the plants. In return, the plants produce oxygen for the astronauts through photosynthesis. The exchange forms a bioregenerative life support system. NASA's Veggie Plant Growth System was the first fresh food growth experiment on the International Space Station. The space agency hopes to provide a more sustainable approach to long-term exploration on the Moon, Mars, and beyond. NASA may have found a way to bring water back to Mars. NASA's scientists think it's possible to restore Mars's oceans by creating an artificial magnetic field that sits in front of the planet. Scientists say it is possible to place an inflatable structure that generates a magnetic dipole field at the Mars L1 Lagrange point. This would form an artificial magnetic shield to protect the planet from solar wind and radiation. Under this protection, the Martian atmosphere could become thick enough to melt carbon dioxide ice at the northern pole. In time, the atmosphere could spark a greenhouse gas effect that could restore some of Mars's oceans. Scientists said if the Martian atmosphere could be greatly enhanced over the next few decades, it would help pave the way for colonization on Mars. Hey Tomo Sapiens, help us beat the ad bots by joining our Patreon news squad at patreon.com/TomoNews. NASA develops small origami-inspired robot. Future rovers sent to do some interplanetary exploration could have some tiny scouts along for the ride. NASA has designed an origami-inspired robot built to reach terrains and fit into places larger rovers cannot access. The pop-up flat-folding Explorer robot, or Puffer, is being developed at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. The robot has two wheels that can be folded over the body, which allow the mini rover to crawl in addition to roll. The Puffer also has a tail for stability and comes equipped with a high-resolution camera. It has solar panels on its belly and can flip over when its batteries need to recharge. The robot can climb up inclines of up to 45 degrees, investigate overhangs, and be dropped into pits or craters. The Puffer can travel on a level dirt path for about 2,050 feet on one battery charge. The tiny scout robots are meant to accompany larger rovers and can be flattened like cards and stacked one on top of the other. Developers are now planning to add scientific instruments and give the Puffer autonomous capabilities. The robot is currently controlled remotely via Bluetooth. Future designs may also increase the size of the Puffer for added durability. NASA locates missing Indian spacecraft. Launched in October 2008 on a 2-year mission, India lost track of its first-ever lunar probe, the Chandrayaan-1, after 312 days. Its whereabouts remained unknown until last July, when NASA scientists located it. To search for the missing probe, NASA sent microwave beams from a 230-foot antenna at their Goldstone Observatory in California. These microwave beams were trained on the moon and the spacecraft's predicted orbit over the lunar North Pole. The Chandrayaan-1 passed through the beam and bounced back radio echoes that were received by the Green Bank Radio Telescope in West Virginia. The space agency reckons this same tracking method may have potential use in future robot and human missions to the moon.